Hello there guys, and welcome to my little bit of a cruise video. This was actually taken on our very first cruise together. It was the girlfriend's idea to go ahead and take us on a cruise, and I said, alright, I'll go with it. You know, it was no big deal. This was going to be a 4-day cruise, something to get my feet wet and just jump in from there. Since then, I was so impressed by this cruise that I actually went on 4 more cruises. This is on the Royal Caribbean Monarch of the Seas. It goes out of Port Canaveral, which is just outside of Orlando, where the Space Coast is, where the shuttles are. So what I'm doing is I'm wanting to show you guys what is exactly going on right now and what a cruising is all about. We love this stuff. Right now, what the video is in right now is we're in Nassau, Bahamas. The 2 cruise ports were actually in Nassau, and then the other stop was at Cocoa Cay, which is a private beach island in the Bahamas. As you can see right there in the background, that's Atlantis right there. You see a lot of commercials for it. Come visit Atlantis, all that stuff. It's basically, it's on its own spur of land over there, so they don't really mess with you too much or anything like the local inhabitants here. But we had a lot of fun there while it was there. It was very hot though. It was for us and Floridians, we dealt with it, but a lot of people couldn't handle it. This is actually from the boat's view, and we're sitting up on the top deck getting ready to sail away, looking at Nassau. As you can see, it's a very colorful buildings. That's what most of the Caribbean is like, guys. If you've never been there before, everything is brightly colored. That is their tradition. I came from South Florida. I lived in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Florida, which is about 20 minutes north of Miami. And you'll see a lot of this coloring of bright stuff. There's the girlfriend in there. Yeah, it's the doc. You know, she just let her do what she wants to do. She's into this stuff, and I enjoy it. Here's where we're going to get ready on our boat, and we're about to set sail. You can see the amazing sunsets and sunrises you're going to get on the boats. If you've never been on one, guys, this is what you want to do. Because let me tell you, you're just going to sit there and be like, whoa, every night you'll just be blown away. And the nights where you're just under the pure stars and there's no city lights or anything to help light up the sky, it's amazing. You can see right here, we're at Port Nassau. It's at night. I was like, well, let's go see Atlantis. So what we did is we hopped out, but I had to take some video footage of the boat at night, how it's lit up. It is the coolest thing in the world, seeing it all lit up, because what happens is you're going to pass other cruise ships and you can see them from a good 2 or 3 miles away if it's a clear night, and it's so lit up you can actually hear the other ships partying from a good, you know, mile away. Because at night, what they're known for, as you'll see in a little bit later on my video, is that everybody parties. They have boat parties, they have different themed parties, like you'll see in the one video where they had 70s parties. Every night there's a different themed party and you can dress up and go have fun. There's Atlantis again. This is shot on my the Sony or the Casio camera I had, so I'm sorry about the quality. This is actually right now. It's on Cocoa Cay, which is in the Bahamas. It's probably about, I want to say 20. You know, it's not too bad right there. You can see it was really nice. The sand there is kind of gritty though. It's like, I don't know, a little bit stony and rocky or whatnot. You can see them slowly panning around, seeing what you have. There's the boat. There's the Royal Caribbean Monarch of the Seas. It's a great little boat. It's one of the smaller ships they have, so that's why it only makes these little 4- and 5-day cruises, because of the fact that now they've replaced it with such giant ships like the Oasis of the Seas and the Allure of the Seas, which are now the biggest cruise ships in the world as of the time I'm recording this. And let me tell you, those ships are monstrous. I've actually seen them in port lately, and I was just blown away. Here's our little tender ride. We got to ride back to the boat. You'll see in a lot of cruises, if you guys don't know about cruises, some ports don't actually have a dock that they can actually pull up to. So what you'll have to do is you'll take what they call tenders here, and you're going to have to take them all the way from the boat in and come back and forth anytime you want. It was a good time. Here's me actually. In the back of this boat, they actually had a rock wall. So I told the girlfriend, I was like, hey Terry, it's like, record me going up this. She didn't want to do it. She didn't want to mess with her hair or anything like that, or something like that. But she had a skirt on and she didn't want to go up there for obvious reasons. I said, well, let's go get changed and you can do it. She's like, nah, I'm not worried about it right now. We'll do it another time. Let me tell you, this is crazy because the boat's moving and you can feel it vibrating and moving. At the same time, you're going up the rocks. And you got to figure, you're already good, I want to say 100 foot off the water, maybe more. And then you're going up another, you know, 30, 40 feet. It was kind of interesting, you know, so I enjoyed it a lot. Now, I've done rappelling and stuff because I did the Army ROTC at the University of West Florida when I was in college, so this kind of thing didn't bother me, but it was a lot of fun. Here's one of the more interesting things they like to do at night. You can see there's a party. This is by the pool. What the Filipinos are known for in their society and culture is carving ice. And it doesn't matter what cruise you're going to go on, they're going to carve ice sculptures. And let me tell you, they'll be there at dinner. They'll be there in the buffet rooms. You just go to the buffets in the evening, and you're going to see their masterful art of ice, and you're going to see food designs are unparalleled. This is one of the coolest stuff. Right now, they had a buffet outside. It was a midnight buffet, and it was outside on near the pool deck, so they had all-you-could-eat food, which is no big deal. That's what happens all the time, guys. But this was actually cool because of the full ice demonstration, which was really enjoyable. All right, here's the part I was going to tell you about, guys. Here's where they have the parties. They always do these parties every night. What they do is it'll be a theme. So this night's theme was the 70s. So what they do is this is the main atrium where a lot of the stairs and elevators are, and people will hang out at this for all hours of the night until about, I'd say, 11 to midnight. And what they do then is they go to the clubs, which are a totally different area. And they'll go to the back of the boat or the top of the boat where the clubs are, and then they'll work that until about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning or later. But usually by 3 o'clock it's already dead because everybody's getting ready because you're just dead tired from every day of going out there. This is kind of fun. This is what they do on all the boats. They do these ending songs in the dining room. You can see I'm in the dining room right now. These are all the waiters. We had some of the funniest waiters you'll ever see. They always have fun. You're going to notice one thing if you ever on cruises. They're always foreign people, mostly from Asia and other areas like that, poor countries. So everybody you have is going to be from a foreign country, mostly the Philippines, but I think the other guy here was from somewhere in Indonesia or wherever on the right. But you'll notice that most of the people, for some reason, always come from the Philippines because they're a poor country. My girlfriend, as a matter of fact, is half Filipino. Her mom actually moved here back in the 70s to become a nurse, which is another popular thing for the Filipino culture. But you can see it is some of the most fun because they always goof around and have a good time with you no matter what you're into. Guys, if you ever have any questions about this kind of stuff, please write me or whatever. I'd love to talk to you more about it. So far, I've been on the Royal Caribbean Monarch of the Seas. Then we went ahead and went on the Costa Fortuna, which is an Italian-owned company, and we went out of Fort Lauderdale again, Port Everglades this time. It was only by accident we got on there. We were supposed to be on another one, which is basically old people, but what happened is we got kind of screwed over by the travel agency company and I never went back there again. I also have been on the Celebrity Solstice, which is one of the new high-end class ships. Let me tell you, Celebrity is the high-end line of Royal Caribbean, and they are some of the best places you'll ever be at. And then I've also, my last one was on the Princess cruise lines, the Star Princess. And we really liked them. They weren't quite as good as Royal Caribbean or Celebrity, but they were still up there. We loved it. You'll see in this video, this is the ending goodbye song, goodbye ceremony. They always have it inside the theater. There are all kinds of movies, presentations. The captain will come up and say, hey to you, goodbye, thanks for visiting, the whole 9 yards. And they'll put on these huge plays and all kinds of musicals and what kind of shows every night. That is some of the more fun things we can do after dinner or before dinner, depending on what dinner schedule you have. My girlfriend is in love with going to these shows. They'll put on amazing plays, and you'll just be like, wow, this is fun with the musical and everything like that. It's great. You can see right now, this is after our cruise is over. We're back in Orlando, because it's only about a 45-minute ride. We're in what's called T-Rex. It's in Disney Village, or I forgot what they call it now. Downtown Disney, that's right. And what this is one of their themed restaurants. It's amazing. Obviously a little more expensive, but amazing. They do what they had right here was a meteor shower. And the whole place lights up, turns colors and everything. I had to show it to you guys, show you what it's like down there. I still live in North Florida right now, but I did live in South Florida, so we don't have these kind of things. And I know many people don't have them either. But once again, I hope you got to enjoy this video with me. I only made a quick few clips of it. This was on my first cruise. I have 3 more cruises I can always sign up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this with just my documentary part of it, and then I'm going to upload it without actually any music or whatever. I will probably be uploading this on my video game channel, so guys, if you see this and you're like, what the hell, this isn't for video games, please understand it was for my vacation, and just sit back and take it with a grain of salt. But I hope you really enjoyed it, because we love cruising now, and I know a lot of people here don't know much about cruising, and they'd like to find out more. So I hope this little bit of a video showed you something that we got to do. We loved every minute of it. Like I said, she sucked me into it, and I loved it from there. Guys, please feel free to ask questions. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. I know it was a little long, but I appreciate it, guys. Take care.